The wrestling world stopped in its tracks when footage emerged of Nikki Bella and John Cena locking lips backstage at a WWE event, and what happened next sent shockwaves through the entire entertainment industry in ways nobody could have predicted. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, do it now because you won't want to miss what's coming next in this unbelievable story. It was a regular Tuesday night at Monday Night Raw when cameras caught something that wasn't supposed to be seen by millions of fans worldwide. Nikki Bella, one half of the famous Bella twins, was spotted in what appeared to be an intimate moment with none other than John Cena, the 16-time world champion who had built his entire career on being the ultimate company man and keeping his personal life under wraps. The kiss wasn't just a peck on the cheek or a friendly gesture between colleagues. This was real, raw, and absolutely electric. Security footage from the backstage area showed the two superstars in a corridor near the catering area, completely unaware that cameras were rolling and capturing every single second of their private moment. The timing of this kiss couldn't have been more explosive. Nikki had just finished a brutal match against one of her longtime rivals, and John had wrapped up a promo segment where he challenged the current champion to a title match at the upcoming pay-per-view event. Both were riding high on adrenaline, and when their paths crossed backstage, something just clicked. Witnesses who were present in the area later described the moment as something straight out of a Hollywood movie, with John pulling Nikki close and the two sharing a passionate embrace that lasted several seconds before they quickly separated and went their separate ways. What made this moment even more intriguing was the history between these two superstars. They had worked together on numerous occasions, appeared on Total Divas and Total Bellas together, and had always maintained that their relationship was purely professional and based on mutual respect for each other's craft. John Cena had always been notoriously private about his romantic life, rarely discussing relationships in interviews and keeping that part of his world completely separate from his wrestling persona. Nikki Bella, on the other hand, had been more open about her personal journey, sharing struggles and triumphs with fans through reality television and social media. The footage spread like wildfire across social media platforms within minutes of being leaked. Twitter exploded with reactions from fans, fellow wrestlers, and entertainment personalities all weighing in on what they had just witnessed. Some fans were ecstatic, claiming they had always sensed chemistry between the two and that this kiss confirmed their suspicions. Others were skeptical, wondering if this was all part of an elaborate storyline designed to boost ratings and create buzz heading into WrestleMania season. The WWE universe was divided, and everyone had an opinion about what this backstage moment really meant. Inside WWE headquarters, executives were scrambling to figure out how to handle the situation. The kiss had happened in an area where cameras were running for backstage segments and behind-the-scenes content, but it clearly wasn't meant to be part of any official programming. Someone in the production truck had either accidentally or intentionally included the footage in a raw feed that made its way online, and now the company had to decide whether to acknowledge it, deny it, or incorporate it into their ongoing storylines. The marketing team saw dollar signs, knowing that this kind of organic buzz was worth millions in advertising and could drive significant viewership numbers for upcoming shows. John Cena's reaction to the leak was classic Cena. He didn't immediately rush to social media to explain or deny anything. Instead, he maintained his usual professional demeanor, showing up to scheduled appearances and continuing to promote his upcoming projects as if nothing had happened. His silence spoke volumes and only added fuel to the fire of speculation. Fans analyzed every interview, every tweet, and every public appearance looking for clues about his relationship with Nikki and whether the kiss meant they were officially an item. Nikki Bella took a slightly different approach. She posted a cryptic message on Instagram showing a photo of herself smiling with a caption that read, "Life is full of surprises and beautiful moments." She didn't directly address the kiss, but the timing of the post made it clear she was acknowledging that something significant had happened. Her sister Brie immediately jumped to her defense on social media, posting supportive messages and deflecting questions from nosy fans who wanted all the details about what was really going on between Nikki and John. The wrestling community had mixed reactions to the revelation. Veterans of the industry pointed out that backstage romances were nothing new in WWE, with countless couples having met and fallen in love while working together on the road. Some of the most famous relationships in wrestling history started exactly the same way, with two performers finding connection and comfort in each other while traveling the world and living out of suitcases. Other wrestlers remained tight-lipped, respecting the privacy of their colleagues and refusing to comment on something that was clearly personal. Behind the scenes, the relationship between Nikki and John had actually been developing for months before that fateful kiss. They had grown closer during international tours, spending late nights talking in hotel lobbies after shows and discovering they had far more in common than just their profession. John had been impressed by Nikki's dedication to her craft and her business acumen outside the ring. Nikki had always admired John's work ethic and his commitment to entertaining fans while also building a successful career in Hollywood. The chemistry between them had been building gradually, and the backstage kiss was simply the moment when they stopped fighting their feelings and gave in to the attraction. What nobody knew at the time was that WWE creative had absolutely no idea this was happening. The company's writers had been developing completely different storylines for both superstars, and this real-life romance threw a wrench into months of carefully planned television. Some writers wanted to immediately capitalize on the moment and build an on-screen relationship angle between Nikki and John. Others argued that keeping their real relationship separate from their characters would give them both more freedom to explore different stories without being tied to each other creatively. The fan response continued to evolve as more details emerged. Die-hard John Cena fans who had followed his career since his debut were initially protective, worried that a public relationship might distract him from his in-ring work or his Hollywood ambitions. Nikki Bella's supporters were thrilled to see her potentially finding happiness with someone who understood the demanding lifestyle of a WWE superstar. The Total Divas audience, already invested in Nikki's personal journey through years of reality television, couldn't wait to see how this new chapter would unfold on camera. Media outlets outside the wrestling world picked up the story quickly. Entertainment magazines ran features speculating about the new power couple in sports entertainment. Tabloids went into overdrive trying to dig up any information about previous relationships, potential conflicts, and what this meant for both of their careers moving forward. Paparazzi started following both superstars more closely, hoping to catch another candid moment that would confirm the relationship was real and ongoing. The impact on their professional lives was immediate and significant. Merchandise sales for both John Cena and Nikki Bella saw a noticeable spike in the weeks following the leaked kiss. Fans wanted to show their support by buying t-shirts, action figures, and other products featuring their favorite superstars. Social media engagement reached all-time highs, with every post from either John or Nikki generating hundreds of thousands of likes and comments within minutes. WWE's television ratings got a boost as viewers tuned in to see if the company would address the kiss on air or if the two superstars would appear together in any capacity. John Cena's Hollywood career also benefited from the increased attention. Casting directors and producers who might not have been following his wrestling career suddenly took notice of the buzz surrounding him. His name appeared in entertainment news cycles alongside A-list celebrities, and he found himself fielding questions about his personal life during press junkets for his film projects. John handled it all with his characteristic charm and humor, deflecting when necessary but never outright denying that something special was happening in his life. For Nikki Bella, the kiss represented a turning point in how she was perceived by both fans and industry insiders. She had always been a talented performer, but some critics had dismissed her as just another reality television personality who happened to wrestle. The relationship with John Cena, one of the most respected figures in WWE history, elevated her status and forced people to recognize her as a serious player in the business. She wasn't just Brie Bella's twin sister anymore or just another Total Divas cast member. She was John Cena's girlfriend, and that carried weight in the wrestling world. The couple's first official public appearance together came at a charity event several weeks after the kiss leaked online. They arrived separately but were photographed together inside the venue, looking relaxed and happy in each other's company. John had his arm around Nikki's waist in several photos, and she was beaming with a smile that told everyone this was the real deal. The images were shared millions of times across social media, and fans finally had confirmation that the backstage kiss wasn't just a one-time thing but the beginning of something genuine. WWE eventually decided to acknowledge the relationship on television, but in a subtle way that didn't overwhelm their individual storylines. John Cena mentioned Nikki briefly during a promo, thanking her for her support as he prepared for a big match. Nikki appeared in the front row during one of John's title defenses, cheering him on alongside other WWE superstars. The company walked a fine line between capitalizing on the real-life romance and allowing both performers to maintain their own identities and career trajectories. The relationship changed the dynamic backstage at WWE events. Other wrestlers noticed how John and Nikki supported each other, offering advice and encouragement before matches and celebrating victories together afterward. They became known as a power couple who genuinely cared about each other's success and pushed each other to be better performers. Younger wrestlers looked up to them as an example of how to maintain a healthy relationship while working in the demanding world of professional wrestling. As their relationship developed, John and Nikki faced challenges that came with being a high-profile couple in the public eye. Every move they made was scrutinized and analyzed by fans and media. Arguments that normal couples might have in private became potential tabloid fodder if they happened in public. The pressure of maintaining a relationship while both pursuing demanding careers required constant communication and compromise. John's frequent movie shoots took him away from WWE for extended periods, while Nikki's commitments to Total Bellas and her business ventures meant she also had limited free time. Despite the challenges, the couple found ways to make it work. They prioritized time together whenever their schedules aligned, taking advantage of off days to travel and create memories away from the cameras and crowds. John surprised Nikki with romantic gestures that showed he was paying attention to the little things that made her happy. Nikki supported John's ambitions outside wrestling, attending movie premieres and industry events by his side. They built a foundation of mutual respect and genuine affection that went beyond the initial attraction that led to that backstage kiss. The impact of their relationship extended beyond just the two of them. WWE saw increased interest from mainstream media outlets who wanted to cover the company because of the John Cena and Nikki Bella story. New viewers who might never have watched wrestling tuned in to see the couple on Total Bellas or to catch glimpses of them together at WWE events. The relationship became a gateway for casual fans to become more invested in the product and the performers. Their love story also inspired countless fans who saw themselves in the couple's journey. Young women looked up to Nikki as someone who had worked hard to build her career and then found love with someone who respected and supported her ambitions. Men admired John for being secure enough in himself to publicly show affection and commitment to his girlfriend without worrying about how it might affect his tough guy image. The couple became role models in an industry that had often struggled with how to portray healthy relationships on screen. If you've made it this far, you absolutely need to hit that subscribe button right now because we're bringing you more incredible stories from the world of wrestling and entertainment every single week. The journey of Nikki Bella and John Cena from that unexpected backstage kiss to becoming one of the most talked about couples in sports entertainment is just one example of the amazing real-life drama that unfolds behind the curtain, and we're here to bring you every shocking moment, every heartwarming story, and every unbelievable twist that makes this industry so special. Subscribe now and never miss another incredible story.